All right, world-class athlete, welcome to drill video number 2 of your Transformation Week forehand volley mastery, where by this point, I'm gonna assume you've gone through drill video number 1 and you validated with visual feedback using your camera that you're now achieving literally a world-class shadow swing technique across the unit turn, acceleration, contact, and follow through. In this second drill video, we're now gonna be moving forward with the momentum we've generated and now executing full swings, either with a friend feeding us, ourself feeding us, a ball machine, or working with the wall. My number one recommendation is that you do this drill with a friend, hand feeding you or feeding you with a racket, as it's gonna be so much more fun growing and learning with a friend, and they're also gonna be able to provide you with that feedback as well. So in this first drill, what I'd love for you to focus on is go ahead and get your split step dialed in and your unit turn position dialed in. We're remembering the key checkpoints we covered from the last video of the arm being in a straight line towards the side fence, the racket being behind the hand at about a 10 to 15 degree angle, and the hip and trunk pointed towards that net post. From that position, what I would love for you to do is go ahead and toss the ball, or with your ball machine, take a cross step, finishing by pulling your arm forward, down, and around, and focusing on that drive follow through. Where as you step, you're gonna focus on pulling your arm forward, down, around, finishing in that exact key checkpoint. Really key here is as you're executing this volley, it should feel very relaxed in your wrist. You wanna just focus on using your big muscles of your pec and your shoulder, and it should feel very effortless. Once you've dialed that in and you're feeling your wrist stay relaxed, you're feeling that perfect acceleration, contact, and follow through, then I would highly encourage you to now go ahead and execute fed balls in a down the line situation where all of your unit turn position is going to be identical. But now as you accelerate, focus on creating a little bit more of what's known as wrist extension, and then focus on finishing with your racket parallel to the net, just like that. So go ahead and execute that at a very fluid speed, focusing on just using that shoulder as you pull the arm forward and in front and down, just like that. And once you get comfortable using that swing at a very slow, controlled, fluid pace, you're then ready to start graduating up, increase your power. So then what you could focus on is starting from that unit turn position and then accelerate at a much faster speed, focusing on using the pec, using the shoulder, stepping through aggressively. The final last variation that will allow you to start developing this world-class technique at the fastest rate is to then focus on starting from that neutral position. Toss, prep, and then drive the ball down. One key element of focusing on here is as you accelerate forward, look for and evaluate with video feedback, because this is the most common mistake that I've seen players make, is rather than prepping their unit turn high and then accelerating down, what a lot of players will do is when they accelerate, they'll accelerate up and then down, which causes loss of consistency as they miss the ball long. All right, world-class athlete, so go ahead and execute these reps in the exact way that we just talked about, going cross-court and then going down the line, emphasizing those key follow-through checkpoints, as well as ensuring that you're achieving those optimal unit turn preparation checkpoints. After you get comfortable with that, go ahead and set up your camera from the rear angle using that PDF as well as the downloadable stroke assessment to evaluate each of the 4 phases. Are you executing your unit turn perfectly? Are you accelerating correctly? Are you making contact correctly? And are you following through correctly? Once you've successfully validated that, you're ready to graduate on to the third and final drill video, where we're gonna be executing with that easy, flawless, controlled forehand volley technique in an actual rally situation. I'm so fired up. Apply these drills, and I'll see you in the third and final drill video. Let's go.